Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about how do you order your products and source your products and import your products from China for selling them on your Shopify store. So what that means is we're getting your products without logos, without customizations, but we're not drop shipping them. So you actually order the products in bulk and then you sell them. So if you have already a kind of drop shipping setup and you're selling your products via drop shipping right now, then you will know what products work and what products don't work. You will see a tremendous increase in sales going from switching from drop shipping to buying bulk orders so that your delivery time is really cut, so that you don't have this crazy 30 days, 45 days delivery. Put yourself in the position of a customer who wants to wait 45 days for their products. You're going to be able to attract much better customers that can buy from you in the future. So you should have bulk orders as soon as you know, hey, some of my products are working. Bulk orders doesn't mean you have to buy 1,000 units. It can be 100 units. What you want to do is you want to source these products. So if you already know, hey, these products are proven, and if you already know the quality from dropshipping, great. Then you already have a supplier to go with. If you don't have that, and if you say, hey, I don't really want to go with a drop shipping route anyway and send out products from China directly to my customer, I want to do it myself, and I want to buy products and then put them up and sell them. So how do you buy bulk orders? And that means kind of like 100 units or more in China for your Shopify store. This is what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to spread out the whole process. If you don't know this channel, if you don't know me, my name is Niels Ulderb. I'm located in China. I'm living here since 2013, and I have a sourcing agency on the ground here. Over the last years, we've helped people, Amazon sellers or Shopify sellers, source more than 1,000 products here in China. And that's kind of what we do. We have an office here with Chinese sourcing specialists that can help you source your product. And that's also why I'm qualified, I believe, to talk about that and kind of give you the whole right overview of sourcing your products. Like I say, if you already have the proven supplier from your drop shipping things, then it's just really about placing the order, paying correctly, and that's all the steps that we're gonna talk about in a few minutes. So bear with me, because to kick this off, let's assume you don't have that. You don't have the right supplier, or you want to switch the supplier because you say, hey, the price that I'm getting for my bulk order isn't really better than the price that I'm getting for drop shipping my product. I want to find a new supplier anyway. So let's assume you want to find a new supplier or your first initial supplier. The very first step that you want to go through is get samples for your products. You need to know what's the right quality. There's no way in ordering in bulk, whether that's 5 units, 100 units, or 10,000 units, if you haven't seen a samples. I've seen people do that, order 10,000 units of a product they have never seen before. They just saw the pictures, and that's the fastest way to failure and burn your money. You could rather do a holiday from that, or use the money to light your cigars or whatever you fancy doing. But it's the worst way of getting into this, not getting samples, because people always say, well, man, those sample costs are really expensive, and it costs, they want to charge me $100 for the sample, and I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to skip that. Head over here, because there's a video that will teach you how to save money on your samples. Okay, there are lots of more those videos sample related on this channel, so make sure to subscribe. We're talking about it from time to time again, and just browse through the videos in this channel to find out, hey, how can I save money off the samples? Because this is mandatory. This is the first step that you have to do. Get your sample. Reach out to a whole lot of suppliers, 20 suppliers, 30 suppliers, and get quotations, because very first you just need to see, hey, who can I get a good price with, who looks good, and that is most important and much more important than the price, is who can I work well with, who can I have a good relationship with, who is easy to work with, who comes back to me fast, who is not rude, who is giving me the things that I want, who's in constant contact with me. Those things are much more important, by the way, than your price, because if that isn't given, then your whole supply chain is crap, and that's the fastest way to screw your business in long term anyway. So get a bunch of quotations, filter those quotations, chat with the suppliers, see what how you can work with them. See what kind of quotes you get also for bigger quantities looking forward in the future, so get a breakdown on that. And like I said, this is no logo, no customizations, very simple process here. Then you narrow them down. It's kind of your sourcing funnel, right? You narrow them down. You pick the ones that you could work with, and you get samples. And by the way, if you want to have the whole process, we have a complete series on that where I share my screen with you and run you through here in this channel. So check the description now. The very first link you see there is to a free video series here on YouTube. No email address required, no not joining a Facebook group. It's here for free on YouTube, and it's the best guide out there. It's definitely better than lots of paid guides out there. So make sure you watch that right after this video. Just to give you a broad overview, you get samples, you see what's the quality, and you have the numbers from the quotations. Based on that, you choose your supplier. You need to have those samples. You need to look at that. And then once you have your supplier, once you have the one supplier that you want to go with, that's the moment when you say, okay, now this is my supplier. Now you can place an order. Now, if you want to place 100 units, you negotiate a little bit with the supplier. You can always do that because the price you pay the first time, that's always going to be your reference point, right? So if you negotiate with them a little bit, and we have more videos on that here on this channel, also probably here in the card somewhere, where you can see how to get a best price for your product, and make sure to watch that because it definitely helps to save a little bit of money here. Again, the saving money and the best price shouldn't be your first objective. A better quality equals also a higher sales price, so that's much more important. And working with the supplier well, having a good relationship, it's equally, if not more important than that. Good. Now you get your samples. Now it's time to pay the supplier. So you negotiated it. If they have to produce the stock, which at 100 units is not very likely, but if you order 1,000, it might be that they have to produce it. In that case, you only put down 30%. Then they produce the order. Then you get some sort of proof that the order went well. So you get a third-party inspection if you have bigger units, a bigger amount of units, and that you send to the factory. Just Google for Asia inspection. They're doing a great job. They go to the factory, they check, make sure that your products are all right, that the quality is good, there's no faulty products. Again, with 100 units, it might be okay to take the risk. 1,000 units, definitely do the quality control. And they check, make sure your products are all right. And only when you have the confirmation, then you pay the 70% net payment on that. If your products are in stock and they're ready to ship out and you got a sample, you know how they look, right? As long as you have the sample here, that's all right. Pay the supplier and see that you can pay the supplier not via bank transfer in the first transaction. You want to be able to use either PayPal, which they have a 5% fee that they're going to put on top of the price for you. At 100 units, oftentimes that's possible. It's not the ideal solution. What you can do is use your credit card and pay through Alibaba. Alibaba gives you the trade insurance. So if anything goes wrong, you can get your money back. They're having a great support system. I've never lost a case there where something went wrong and I needed to get my money back. Just use that. Pay them through the Alibaba profile. Make sure that the supplier offers the trade assurance. There's a little sign there somewhere for that. So make sure they have that in place. Pay them through that. Make sure that you're stay on top of them during the production time. Make sure you get a tracking number. When they say they shipped the product, then they have a tracking number. Oftentimes they say, oh, we're only going to get the tracking product number in a week. That means it's not shipped. Just manage your expectations there. If they say, hey, it's shipped, it's on your way, it's going to be there in a week, but we don't have a tracking number for you, it's not going to be there in a week. Okay, so just make sure you manage your expectations correctly. Your products are shipping, your products come to your house, your place, to wherever you need to be. You can always use your forwarder from the supplier. Don't get all fancy and with those small units try to find a better deal and get another forwarder, and don't waste your time on that. Keep your time focused on marketing, on getting your product out there, on selling your product, on increasing traffic to your store, how to get more sales for your Shopify store. There are a few strategies that you can use, and I'm going to tell you all about that soon. So make sure to subscribe to this channel because we're going to speak about that a lot more in the future. If it's not showing up here, that means the video isn't out yet, but it's going to come out soon. So make sure to subscribe and leave me a comment in this video with questions that you have regarding this process. If you feel like I left something out, which I probably did because I can't cover the whole thing here in this quick overview video for you, make sure to check the full guide below in the description because that guide is a lot better than any of the paid trainings out there. It's free for you here on YouTube. Just it's broken down into different phases. Make sure to watch that, even though it's geared to selling products on selling your private label products. You can use that for it's the same process. You can use the same process for your store. Okay, so that's really my message for you today. How do you get, what's the process of ordering products for your Shopify store? Leave me a comment, like this video if you liked it. If you don't like this video, let me know as well. What didn't you like in the comments? If you think, I don't know, whatever you think that wasn't right, whatever you disagree with, let me know. And we're going to do a little fight in the comments. I can't wait for that. I look forward to catch you tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the things that are coming. And, well, have a good day.